Good morning. Welcome to the Faculty Thought Leadership Series sponsored by the University of Hawaii Professional Assembly, or UPA, our faculty union. The UPA leadership is here, most of us are here today, to have a conversation with you about how to make UH a better place to teach, research, and serve the community. My name is Nani Azman. I am from UH Maui College, and I'm also Secretary of the Board. Sorry, Peter. Our president, David Duffy, sends his regrets. He's currently freezing in Alaska right now, so he couldn't come. Let's see, next to me, I'm assuming you all know Carla. She is one of the faculty reps and also serves on our political endorsements committee. We also have Vice President Sharon Rowe from Kapi'olani College and our treasurer, Bob Cooney from Manoa. We also, of course, have Executive Director Jan Musto.
I just want to thank Walter Dubois
for
getting the room and setting up everything, and as usual doing his excellent service to assist when called upon. So thank you, Walter. Okay. Got it.
Okay. Aloha kako. The whole point of this series of visiting the various campuses by UPA leadership is to hopefully begin a series of conversations about what matters to us most, and that's our profession, be it research or teaching or the care for our campuses and our students and higher education itself. We're all passionate about higher education. We wouldn't be in this profession if we weren't passionate about education, about our disciplines, about knowledge. We certainly don't do it for the money. We want to see higher education thrive. And we feel like, at least those of us around the table and others I've been talking with on various campuses, that there are forces out there that are constricting not only our freedom and the respect for our profession, but the possibilities for the future of our institutions and even options for our students. I do not want to wax romantical about the good old days, when there was no such thing as learning outcomes and assessment, which is what's plaguing our campus. When the primary function that we had as faculty members was teaching and not data collecting. When our worth wasn't predicated on how much money we could bring in or how many students were actually in our departments. When online courses were not even a glimmer in anybody's eye, and when tenure for resigning administrators was not an industry standard. You want me to swallow the mic? Okay. Right. But I do want to remember what brought us to our profession. And for many of us, it was the freedom that we enjoyed to craft our courses, to follow our research interests, to devise curriculum that we felt would support student learning and enrich our programs, to take up the opportunity for some of us to move into administration and shape our institutions at a different level, but always with the option of going back to the classroom, to the library, to the lab. And I want to bring to mind the respect that our efforts to educate ourselves had afforded us, because we did educate ourselves a great deal to enter into and enjoy this profession. We were respected as professionals within our field, knowledgeable and capable of directing ourselves and doing our jobs as we saw fit, managing the education that we produced. We clearly face a different environment, and I think we need to have a clear-eyed view to identify what about the changes that we see going on around us is inevitable, but equally what was good about the education system that we entered and that has stood the test of time. The university institutions of which we are a part are a really old institution, hundreds and hundreds of years old. And these institutions have educated and developed knowledge at an increasing rate, very successfully over the years. So today I'm hoping that we're going to have a conversation about what was good about that system. If it did break down, where did it break down? And where do we need to address those weaknesses? What's inevitable about the change that we face? I think technology is certainly a part of the inevitability of the change that we're facing. And how do we cope with that? How do we work with that? Where do we place ourselves to have the greatest influence over our campuses, our disciplines, our professions, and our classrooms?